Once upon a time, there lived a young athletic boy burning with unstoppable ambition. For him, success meant only one thing: winning, no matter who stood beside him. In his small village, a running competition was announced, exciting hearts and curious minds. The boy trained alone every dawn, believing effort without empathy was the fastest path. Villagers gathered as spectators, whispering hopes, dreams, and expectations into the open air. Among them stood a calm, wise old man who traveled far, silently observing. The race began, feet pounding dust, hearts racing faster than their shadows. Near the finish, the boy pushed harder, fueled by ego, desire, and hunger. He crossed first, arms raised, absorbing cheers like oxygen for his pride. The crowd erupted, yet the wise man stood still, emotionless, watching deeply. The boy noticed, but ignored it, drowning in applause and temporary validation. A second race followed, stronger competitors stepping forward with confidence and fire. Again, the boy ran like victory was oxygen, desperate not to breathe second place. Once more, he won, chest high, smile sharp, ego growing silently louder. The crowd cheered again, but the wise man remained calm, almost distant. Confused yet proud, the boy demanded another race to prove his greatness. This time, the wise man stepped forward, changing the rules of competition. He introduced two challengers, an elderly, frail woman and a blind man. The boy laughed nervously, questioning the fairness of this strange race. "This isn't a race," the boy protested, feeling mocked rather than tested. The wise man replied gently, "Every race reveals a different truth." The race started, but only the boy reached the finish line. He celebrated loudly, arms wide, expecting cheers that never arrived. Silence filled the air, heavier than any applause he'd ever known. Confused, the boy asked why the crowd refused to celebrate his victory. The wise man simply said, "Race again, but finish together this time." The boy hesitated, his mind battling pride, confusion, and curiosity. Slowly, he stood between the two challengers, offering them his hands. The race began again, but this time, speed was replaced by purpose. Step by step, they moved together, slower, steadier, more connected. When all three crossed together, the crowd erupted louder than ever before. Cheers filled the sky, not for victory, but for compassion and unity. The wise man smiled, nodding gently, wisdom glowing quietly in his eyes. The boy felt something new, deeper than pride, stronger than applause. He asked softly, "Who are they cheering for, wise one?" The old man placed hands on his shoulders, voice calm and steady. "You won a greater race today than any you've run before." In life, winning alone eventually leaves you running alone. Ask yourself, who are you running against every single day? And more importantly, who are you running with through life? The crowd doesn't cheer endless victories. They cheer shared journeys. True life lessons are learned when strength lifts weakness forward. Helping others cross their finish line multiplies your own fulfillment. This is the real meaning of success mindset, rarely taught, deeply needed. Life is a long race, not a sprint fueled by ego. If you always win alone, the applause eventually fades into silence. But when you lift others, your legacy echoes beyond the finish line. This is why motivational stories endure across generations and cultures. Because humans remember kindness longer than medals or trophies. The race you're really running in life is about humanity. Speed impresses people briefly, but purpose moves hearts permanently. Strength without empathy creates distance, not admiration. And ambition without kindness builds walls instead of bridges. The boy understood now. Life isn't about arriving first. It's about who walks beside you when the road gets hard. This wisdom transformed him more than any victory ever had. And that moment became the beginning of his true growth. Remember this viral truth: the race you're really running in life. Pause today and reflect on how you define winning. Because the greatest race ends with shared smiles, not lonely medals. If this story touched your heart, more wisdom awaits you ahead. Stay curious, stay kind, and keep running wisely with the honest tales.